Vladimir Putin. Vladimir Putin, born 1952 in Leningrad, has dominated Russian politics since 1999 as both president and prime minister. A former KGB officer, he rebuilt state control after the 1990s chaos, centralizing power, reviving military strength, and promoting nationalism. His rule transformed Russia into an authoritarian state with curtailed dissent and tight media control. Putin's foreign policy, marked by conflicts in Georgia, Crimea, Syria, and especially Ukraine, reasserted Russia's global influence while isolating it economically. Despite sanctions and opposition, he maintained strong domestic backing through propaganda, stability, and appeals to patriotism. Keir Starmer, born in 1962, became prime minister in 2024 after leading the Labour Party back to power following years of conservative dominance. A former barrister and director of public prosecutions, he built his reputation on integrity and legal rigor. Starmer's leadership emphasizes center-left policies, reviving the NHS, stabilizing the economy, investing in green energy, and restoring trust in politics after years of polarization. Internationally, he advocates for stronger ties with Europe post-Brexit while maintaining NATO commitments. His calm, methodical style contrasts with his predecessors, earning him both respect and cautious optimism. Emmanuel Macron. Emmanuel Macron, born in 1977, became France's youngest president in 2017 and was re-elected in 2022. A former investment banker and economy minister, he founded the centrist party La République En Marche, breaking France's traditional left-right divide. Macron champions pro-European integration, economic liberalization, and social reform, positioning himself as a bridge between progressivism and fiscal discipline. His tenure has seen major pension protests, yellow vest unrest, and diplomatic leadership within the EU, especially on defense in Ukraine. Despite criticism of elitism, Macron remains a dominant figure shaping Europe's post-Brexit political identity and France's modern transformation. Friedrich Merz. Friedrich Merz, born in 1955, became Chancellor of Germany in 2025, leading the center-right Christian Democratic Union after years in opposition. A lawyer and former corporate executive, Merz is known for his pro-business views, fiscal conservatism, and focus on strengthening Germany's industrial competitiveness. His leadership marks a shift from Angela Merkel's centrist style toward a more traditional conservative agenda emphasizing security, border control, and energy independence. On the global stage, Merz seeks to balance strong ties with the US and NATO while pushing for greater European defense autonomy. His pragmatic, disciplined approach aims to restore Germany's economic confidence amid global instability. Giorgia Meloni. Giorgia Meloni, born in 1977, became Italy's first female prime minister in 2022, leading the right-wing Brothers of Italy party. Her politics blend nationalism, social conservatism, and Euroscepticism with pragmatic governance. Once considered far-right, she has moderated her stance in office, supporting NATO and aid to Ukraine while defending Italy's sovereignty within the EU. Domestically, Meloni emphasizes family values, tighter immigration control, and economic reforms aimed at reviving growth. Her disciplined leadership has made her a dominant, polarizing force in European politics. Pedro Sanchez. Pedro Sanchez, born in 1972, has led Spain since 2018 as head of the Spanish Socialist Workers' Party. A skilled negotiator, he survived multiple confidence votes and coalition challenges to remain in power through political fragmentation. His agenda blends progressive social policies, gender equality, green transition, and workers' rights with pragmatic economic management. Sanchez also navigates regional tensions, especially with Catalonia, using dialogue over confrontation. On foreign policy, he promotes a stronger, more united EU and maintains firm support for Ukraine. Charismatic yet polarizing, Sanchez symbolizes Spain's modern social democratic identity. Donald Tusk, born in 1957, returned as Poland's prime minister in 2023 after leading the European Council from 2014 to 2019. A veteran centrist, he heads the pro-European Civic Coalition, reversing years of nationalist governance under law and justice. Tusk prioritizes restoring judicial independence, strengthening EU relations, and securing NATO's eastern flank amid the Ukraine conflict. Domestically, he balances liberal reforms with Catholic social values. Experienced and pragmatic, Tusk's leadership symbolizes Poland's renewed democratic orientation and pivotal role in Central Europe's stability. Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, born in 1954, has led Turkey for over 2 decades, first as prime minister and later as president. Founder of the Justice and Development Party, he reshaped Turkey through economic expansion, conservative reforms, and assertive nationalism. Erdogan's presidency consolidated power via constitutional changes and curtailed opposition and media freedom. Regionally, he pursues an independent foreign policy, balancing NATO ties with Russian and Middle Eastern relations. Despite economic struggles, His populist appeal and religious conservatism maintain enduring influence across Turkish society. Volodymyr Zelenskyy. Volodymyr Zelenskyy, born 1978, was re-elected as Ukraine's president in 2024, continuing his wartime leadership since Russia's 2022 invasion. Former comedian turned outsider politician, he rallied Ukraine's resistance, becoming a potent symbol of national unity and democratic resilience. Zelenskyy's administration pursues reforms, anti-corruption efforts, and EU integration, even under martial conditions. Globally respected, he tirelessly lobbies for military aid, sanctions on Russia, and post-war reconstruction. Bold, tenacious, and visionary, he leads Ukraine through existential struggle and renewal. Viktor Orban. Viktor Orban, born in 1963, has dominated Hungarian politics since 2010 as head of the nationalist Fidesz party. Once a liberal reformer, he transformed into a staunch conservative promoting illiberal democracy. Orban centralized power, restricted media freedom, and clashed with the EU over rule of law issues and migration. He champions national sovereignty, traditional values, and close ties with Russia and China, with EU criticism. Domestically, strong welfare policies and nationalist rhetoric sustain his popularity, making him one of Europe's most polarizing yet durable leaders. Dick Schoof. Dick Schoof, born in 1957, became the Netherlands Prime Minister in 2024 as a technocratic leader heading a right-leaning coalition. A former intelligence and security official, he previously directed the Dutch General Intelligence and Security Service and served as national coordinator for counterterrorism. Lacking a party base, Schoof focuses on administrative efficiency, immigration control, and restoring public trust in government institutions. His pragmatic, security-oriented leadership style reflects Dutch politics' shift towards stability after years of polarization and populist influence. Ulf Kristersoon. Ulf Kristersoon, born in 1963, became Sweden's prime minister in 2022, leading a center-right coalition supported by the nationalist Sweden Democrats. Head of the moderate party, he focuses on economic growth, crime reduction, and tightening immigration policy. Kristersson oversaw Sweden's accession to NATO, as well as announcing the largest rearmament of the Swedish armed forces since the Cold War. Pragmatic and disciplined, he blends market liberalism with social responsibility. His government seeks to balance conservative priorities with Sweden's welfare traditions and global reputation for stability and innovation. Karin Keller Sutter. Karin Keller Sutter, born in 1963, serves as president of the Swiss Confederation for 2025. A member of the Free Democratic Party, she has sat on the Federal Council since 2019, overseeing finance and justice portfolios. Switzerland's presidency rotates yearly, giving her a primarily representative yet influential role. Keller Sutter is known for fiscal prudence, administrative efficiency, and promoting economic resilience amid global uncertainty. She emphasizes Switzerland's neutrality, strong financial sector, and close EU cooperation while preserving the nation's hallmark political stability and independence. Jonas Gahr Støre. Jonas Gahr Støre, born in 1960, has served as Norway's prime minister since 2021, leading the center-left Labour Party. A former foreign minister and seasoned diplomat, he focuses on balancing Norway's oil wealth with green energy transition and maintaining its generous welfare state. Internationally, Støre supports NATO, Ukraine, and humanitarian diplomacy. Domestically, he emphasizes social equality, labor rights, and climate responsibility. Pragmatic and consensus-driven, Støre embodies Norway's cooperative political culture, steering the nation through energy debates and Europe's evolving security landscape. Pope Leo XIV. Robert Francis Prevost. Pope of the Roman Catholic Church, born 1955 in Chicago, assumed the papacy as Pope Leo XIV in May 2025, is the first U.S.-born pope in history. A former missionary in Peru and head of the Augustinian order, he champions continuity with Pope Francis's social justice focus. Leo XIV emphasizes care for the poor, climate responsibility, and ecclesial reform. His first apostolic exhortation, De Lexiti, October 2025, critiques inequality and reaffirms the Church's mission for the marginalized.